Good morning, everybody. Coach Johnson back with you on this wonderful Wednesday morning. And no, wonderful isn't the topic, but today's topic is White Out Wednesday. Just white it out. You know, when I was in school, we had erasers. Whiteout came along about middle school, high school. But I got to thinking this morning, and me and Coach Cotner were having a conversation. And it hit me. He said, man, what about white it out? We're talking about mistakes in life. You know, we all make them. We're human. You know, it's in our nature to make mistakes. But how do we react to mistakes? Do we just let the mistake be and keep moving, never correct it, never apologize, never try to fix it? Or do we make a mistake and try to learn from it? White it out, erase it. We know it was there, but we try to cover it up with a correction. We try to correct ourselves. You know, as a parent, I'm always trying to correct my 6-year-old and my 3-year-old when they're doing wrong. We try to correct the behavior. Same thing with coaches. We're always trying to correct what we're doing wrong. When we see it on game film, when we see something done wrong in practice, we're trying to white it out. Hey, don't forget about that mistake because there's a learning process. You've learned from that mistake. So if you hadn't made that mistake or tried your hardest at doing something, then you would have never got an opportunity to learn. As a teacher, going into my 11th year, I've learned that, man, students learn a lot from making mistakes and having somebody there to help wipe that mistake out and help them correct it. So, teachers, never be afraid to let your students make mistakes. If they're using their brains, if they're working their hardest, let the mistakes happen. But you have to be the whiteout. You have to be the one there to help them fix it and work through that mistake. Same with life. There's this saying, you live and you learn. We all live and we all learn. You know, correcting your mistakes is a part of life. And we are going to make them. We're going to make mistakes in our jobs. We're going to make mistakes in our personal life. We're going to make mistakes, just simple mistakes every day. It happens. How do you react to that? Do you keep making the same mistake because you don't have somebody in your life that'll help you white it out? Or you don't reflect enough and look in the mirror and help yourself correct the mistakes that you've made? If you leave the mistake as it is, you're never going to learn from it. Life is about learning. It's a process. So when you're thinking about Whiteout Wednesday, I want you to think about mistakes you've made in your life and how you went back and fixed them. Was the correction made necessary? Or did you white out a mistake and make another mistake? That's the thing. Sometimes we make mistakes and we continue to make them and continue to make them and we continue to make them because we haven't reflected. We haven't had the right conversation with the right people that can just give us an ear and talk to us about, hey, maybe you should think about doing it this way. Maybe you should try to work through your problems this way because the old way's not working. You know, I moved to using whiteout in college a lot because I would erase so hard, upset that I made a mistake. I would erase so hard I'd rip my paper. I'd done that a lot growing up. So when I got introduced to whiteout, just a little strip white, I was like, oh man, I like this. Just strip through it and correct my mistake. So in your life, do you have people around you that are going to help you correct your mistake? Not do it for you, but guide you in correcting that mistake. How did you even know it was a mistake? I've surrounded myself with individuals that when I'm making a mistake, they're going to let me know, Brandon, you need to fix that. We got to fix it. You know, as a coach, we sit down and watch film together because another coach might catch a mistake that I didn't catch because I was looking elsewhere. I wasn't focused in on that particular player. So surround yourself with individuals in your life that are going to help you correct your mistakes. And you be that friend for somebody else. You know, in this time, especially virtual learning, a lot of you guys are sitting at home by yourselves, or you're working a job and trying to come back and do school work, and we're making mistakes. We're either not doing our work, or we're halfway doing our work, and we're just not engaged. We're not fully engaged with this process of virtual learning. I want to be the person in your ear telling you, you got this. Correct whatever mistakes you're making right now when it comes to your education and fix it. If you need an ear, if you need somebody, reach out to your teachers. That's what we're here for. Teachers, lean on each other. See what's working for the person next door that may be able to help you make this process easier. We all have to be that whiteout for someone to help them correct mistakes, because a lot of times finding our own mistakes is very difficult. It's very difficult. That's why we have people to proofread our papers. That's why when we're coaching and we're in class, we're steady, we're constantly looking over the shoulders of the students. Coaches, we're looking at film, we're recording practices, we're recording games, because a lot of mistakes aren't fixed right away. We have to go back and find them. What mistakes are you making in your life that you can fix? Maybe it's a self-reflection, a mistake that only you can fix it. Or maybe it's, man, I need some help. Whatever it may be, find that person that can be that whiteout for you. Find that person that can help you correct the mistakes you're making. This is Whiteout Wednesday. I'm Coach Johnson, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Peace.